But we haven't been directly involved in those discussions, although clearly Steria have been. I think the opportunity that those discussions present for us going forward is that there's a lot of interest in the model that we have. I think we're often described as the most successful public-private partnership, and I think that the opportunity now is to actually, where could you take that concept and where else could you apply that? So that will mean that the potential for us to deliver greater savings in the NHS can be delivered, but equally Steria, I think, has the capability to take the model that we have, the lessons that have been learned from running this joint venture, and potentially could apply them, whether it's into the police sector or local government or other parts of central government, so that the benefits that we've delivered could be generated elsewhere. I think that's possible. I think what shouldn't be underestimated is that you don't just decide to have a joint venture and a partnership. You actually need to work at it. We now have a very mature model. We have a very good board. We have very good shareholders. And actually the fact that we've been a genuine 50-50 joint venture as opposed to one party having 51% of the shares has meant people have had to be very much engaged and work together. And that investment of time and effort is a key part of why we've been successful. So just assuming that anybody can set up a joint venture and run it is probably misplaced. But I think you can draw from these lessons, and certainly Steria, I think, is, from the nature and culture of that company, it's got the capability to replicate it in other areas. Yeah, I think that really, I think, sort of cements the benefit. I think also because we operate with our own independent board, and we sit as a separate legal entity to Steria, it also means that there is a pressure on us to perform as an independent commercial entity. So we've moved from the point where the shareholders have made substantive investments in the company to get the thing set up. We've been successful in driving volume into the business. We're now at a point where we're making our own multi-million-pound investments in upgrading our Oracle system, introducing new business intelligence, which we're doing without support from our shareholders. So that mindset, which drives us on to be successful as a business, I think is also an important part of why the joint venture is successful. So we're not an internally focused service delivery organisation. We are a business that wants to be successful and commercially mature in its own right. I think that you have to choose your partners wisely. I think you have to be prepared for a long-term investment, and I think probably above anything else, this entity that you've set up has to develop a reputation for both service quality and then for being able to evolve beyond the potential of what the organisation is itself. So the work that we're doing to move into procurement, the benefits our customers will get through business intelligence and the higher levels of management reporting going forward will enable that leverage to take place. In fact, actually the savings our customers will get from leveraging our capability, whether it's related to those sorts of activities or whether it's related to helping the transition of GP consortia, that value will actually be far greater than the saving you get from the finance and administration outsource in its own right. So I think you need to go back to the question of what are the things that Francis Moore should look for. It's choosing that partnership, making sure that the service quality is right, because if that's not right, the people who delivering the service to will decide they don't want to do it, and 100 of our customers have all come in on a voluntary basis. They've chosen to come into us, and that's an important part of what we deliver. And then you have to be able to demonstrate you can take things to the next level.